Yo, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be my last video of 2019. This is the top 10 best movies of 2019, or should I say my top 10 favorite movie of 2019, because again, this list is gonna be very subjective. This is my personal list. It's not gonna be the same as your list. That is okay, because once again, we think differently, and we process things. We process information differently. So if a movie that you really love is not on this list, don't take this as me trying to offend you, trying to like insult you or anything like that. This is not a personal attack, right? This is just me sharing, with you guys the 10 movies that affected me the most in 2019. And very much like my top 10 worst movie of 2019, and very much like my just top 10 anything, right? I have not seen every single movie in 2019. Like, I'm still in college. I'm still trying to save money. I'm not going to go out and watch all the movies, that came out. And, 2019 has been, it's a really, relatively a really good year for movies. There's so many good movies. Like, I'm just looking at the list right now. Like, Marriage Story on Netflix getting good reviews. Uncut Gems, The Farewell. I haven't seen that. Midsummer, I haven't seen Midsummer. I really want to see Midsummer. What's that Korean movie that's getting really good reviews? Parasite. I haven't seen Parasite. Yeah, I didn't see every single movie, but I've seen enough movies and I've seen enough good movies to make a list with some honorable mentions. So here we go. We got, let's see, one, two, three, four honorable mentions, totals. The first one being Ready or Not. The second one is Godzilla, King of the Monsters. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, and Fighting with My Family. So those four movies are movies that I really, really enjoy in 2019, but didn't really make the cut. Without any further ado, let's just get started with number 10 and talk about let's see, Toy Story 4. All right, Toy Story 4 is a movie that I didn't really want it, but I was excited for it. Pixar movies, they are such a top tier when it comes to animations, and the things that they were able to accomplish in terms of CGI characters is just so incredible. Toy Story 4 is no exception. Like this movie, from a visual point of view, it just immaculate. Like there's so many shots that I could not I could not comprehend the brilliance behind the animation, and the performances and the story for the most part is just top notch, and I really enjoy this movie. At number 9 is Shazam. Shazam is a superhero movie, a comic book movie that not enough people showed up to see. It didn't make that much money, in terms of comic book adaptations. It didn't really break any box office records, but it actually one of the best superhero story for a whole family. The movie can be very funny at times, but when it times to be more mature, a little bit more emotional, it really pulled at your heartstring. One scene in particular brought tears in my eye, and it's kind of rare to do that nowadays. I can't really say that the movie is known for its action sequences, because I can't really think of an action scenes in Shazam, but what I got from it is a really good story, a really good family story, and characters that I want to see more of. And it's kind of like Black Panther in a way. Like, you watch Black Panther not for the actions, but for the story and the characters, and Shazam was that for me. At number 8, we got Us. Us is the second theatrical movie for Jordan Peele, with his first being Get Out, a movie that I really enjoy. With Us, this is some other level. He's funny. Jordan Peele, he's funny. We all know that, right? But there's a saying that funny people, they have a dark side, right? And I think with Get Out and now Us, Jordan Peele has shown us his dark side, and I'm really glad he did, because like, these movies are so good, dude. Lupita Nyong'o gave one of the best performances in 2019, and I would be really pissed if she doesn't get nominated for an Oscar, because I thought she was brilliant. This felt very unique to one person. Like, it felt like a very unique vision to one specific person. It's not the type of movie that can be replicated. At number 7 is one of the best time I've had in a movie theater in a long time. It is John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. This movie, from a story and from a pacing point of view, I don't think it's quite as strong as the first two, but it got some of the best action set pieces ever shown in cinema of the decade. I think this movie, from an action standpoint, is gonna be very hard to beat. Hand-to-hand combat, the weapon stuff, the chasing, the stuff that they did with the animals, the horse, the dogs. My God, it's so beautiful, and as a fan of the genre, it pleased me so much to see directors and filmmakers who takes the time to treat the audience with respect. Like, you know what, all these great actors, they prep for months for dialogues and montage and monologues and whatnot. We're gonna do the same thing, but for action, to make sure that the actions that we show on screen is some of the best you're gonna see. And John Wick 3 might be one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time. At number 6, we have Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home has a very hard task to accomplish. That is, it's a follow-up movie to Endgame. And I think the movie, close up this chapter of the MCU quite beautifully. Tom Holland is, without a doubt, my favorite live-action Spider-Man of all time. He's just a delight to watch on screen as this character, and he is surrounded by so many talented and so many incredible co-stars. Samuel Jackson, Zendaya, and how could I forget my man Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. Like, this dude, he stole 2019, I think. Like, his performance as Mysterio is so enjoyable. And you can tell he was having a lot of fun doing that. Let's get down to the top 5, yeah? At number 5, we have a movie called The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is a very interesting movie. Now, I gotta be completely honest with you guys. This director's last movie, The Witch. I know a lot of people love The Witch. I didn't find that movie to be that good. I think it's kind of overrated. Half the time I couldn't understand what the characters were saying. And I didn't really enjoy my experience with The Witch. With this movie, however, Robert Eggers, oh my God, he crafted something so magical. I think the setting is kind of genius, I'm not going to spoil, what happened in the end, but the way that they sort of retell the story of, Greek mythologies and, Greek gods and whatnot, it's with these two, weirdos. It is so enjoyable and so beautiful to see, especially now in 2019. People don't make these type of movies anymore, it's so good to see a filmmaker just say, you know what, I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm going to make this movie black and white because we don't need colors, this movie, the story and the message, it does not need colors. And, I looked at some of the behind the scenes pictures, with colors. And I was like, I don't think the movie would have been better if it was in color. I love the fact that it was in black and white. And there's so many things that they were able to accomplish and able to convey with the black and white, filter. And the fact that it's in this, it's not like the typical widescreen aspect ratio in movie, right? It's like a old TV aspect ratio kind of. And it makes the tension and the claustrophobic aspect of it that much more intense. And the movie is boosted with 2 incredible performances by Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. These 2 deserve to win an Oscar this year. They were just so good. They play off each other so well. Magnificent performances. At number 4, we have a Netflix movie that lasted 3 hours. And that movie is The Irishman. The Irishman is a movie, although it is 3 hours, does not feel like it. It kept you engaged. I disagree with what he said about the Marvel movies being roller coaster and whatnot. I think that's nonsense. But you got to keep in mind, this guy is one of the best filmmakers to do it. And with this movie, not only does he prove that he's still one of the best around this type of genre, he owns it. Nobody can make a crime, a mafia drama this good. He is the only one who can craft this, this world. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, these 2, their chemistries are It's so real. At number 3, we have yet another comic book movie, but it doesn't feel anything like a comic book movie. And yes, I am talking about Joker. Joker is a movie that I did not want it. I did not want a Joker movie. I'm like, DC, y'all got so many cool characters. Like, why are you making like 20 Joker movies, like for, so long? Like, what is DC planning? It's Joker, Joker, Joker. Why are we telling a Joker's origin story? First of all, I think the Joker is so interesting because we don't know who he is, who he really is, right? And number 2, we've seen so many Jokers before. Like, give us something new. And, the movie came out and it proved me wrong. Because not only is it so original, not only it is so, beautifully crafted, Joaquin Phoenix is untouched. Like, he might be my favorite live-action Joker. And it's kind of hard to compare him to Heath Ledger because Heath Ledger was a supporting character. And Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, he is a main character. But the way that, they made you feel bad for a monster of a person, it's just so, it's scary, but it's so beautifully done. I have yet to rewatch the movie, but if I give it, 2 or 3 more rewatches, I can see this being one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. Alright, at number 2, the movie that, being called a Marvel fanboy, I kind of feel like I have to put this movie in here, and the movie is Avengers Endgame. I mean, I feel like you guys have seen this coming. Like, I gotta put this movie in here somewhere, and this is one of my favorite of the year for sure. Like, this movie is everything I wanted it to be, and then some. The MCU has been a huge part of my my life, and I've been following these characters and these story, and to see them, being paid off this well is something that, is like a dream come true, right? In terms of large-scale spectacle, this movie has some of the most satisfying, moments of 2019. Like, it makes you feel like, the journey is worth it. Everything you've been through with these characters, it is worth it. As someone who read comic books, who, Stan Lee's my hero, and, I've been, following these characters for so long, and I love comic book, I love superheroes. This is everything that I could have asked for. And it was my favorite movie of the year until I watched this one movie. This one movie directed by a particular director. It is intense, it is funny, but after seeing all that and, after learning about the real event, it is heartbreaking. And that movie, ladies and gents, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is, in my opinion, Tarantino at his very best. The way that they recreated that, time period of Hollywood is it's one of the best I've seen in years. Like, it's so faithful and it's so real, so authentic. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, like, even though everybody know who they are, like, they're super famous actors and everybody know what they sounds like, I did not see Leo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt in the movie. They were so in character and they were so good. And their chemistry was so real that I just kind of fell in love with these characters, and I was just, going along with the characters, Like, listen, like, Leo DiCaprio, like, he can't do any wrong right now. Like this guy is just a gem of an actor. You put him in a Sharknado movie and watch him win an Oscar, And the last 10 minutes of this movie, the last 10 minutes of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it is one of the funniest and one of the most satisfying moments in cinema histories, okay? Like, this... it is art. Like, this is the type of movie that should be showing in film school, and it is without a doubt my favorite movie of 2019. So there we go, guys. That is my list. That's my top 10 list. Favorite movie of 2019. Again, it's been a really good year for movies, and I have not seen all the movies that came out, but I'm glad that I've seen enough good movies to make a list for you guys. And in the comment section down below, I would love to hear your thought on my list, and I would love to see your list as well, so we can have some type of discussion about movies and how things are going with certain movies and whatnot. And just trying to have fun. And lastly, I just want to say thank you so much to all my subscribers. I'm living a dream right now. Like, I'm making videos, I'm putting it out there, and people are watching my videos. Who cares if I'm just not 1,000 subscribers yet? Who cares if I get 10, 20 views per video. That's still 10, 20 people taking their time out of their days and, watch my video. Like, that's just crazy to me. So to all those, people, who's been supporting me from day one, or the people who just discovered this channel like a couple weeks ago, thank you so much. And, it's been a really good year. 2019 has been a really good year for me and for this channel. It is growing slowly but surely. So with that being said, I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for your love and your support, and I cannot wait to do some more of this in 2020. And it's gonna be a big year. And if you enjoyed these videos, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.